Hello.
We're back, Chapter 6, differentiation.
Absolutely. And we're going to walk through 3 rules.
Yep, 3.
Absolutely.
Just reiterate. It's fun, we need to be really excited when we jump in and we weren't there. Hello, this is Chapter 6.
That's a good point. Alright. Hello.
We're back, it's Chapter 6, differentiation.
Absolutely. Core 3, so it's not quite as friendly as Core 2.
No, but just like Core 2 and Core 1, they get to differentiation and leave you in the dust.
They do. They add all the chapters up that you've been doing together and they combine them into one crazy, hellish mess.
But thank God we're here, eh?
Absolutely. So we're going to start, well, we're not going to start, but we're going to do three main rules that you use to differentiate different things. But to start with, we're going to do few things that you need to know to be ahead to be able to apply all the rest.
So it's true, so they merged a few chapters and bring it into differentiation. We've just done e to the x, so guess what you've got to differentiate?
E to the x, absolutely. Well guessed, well done. You get a prize for that. So, when you differentiate, you times by the power and you take away the power by 1. So it would make sense, wouldn't it?
For this to be xe to the x minus 1. It would make sense.
It makes sense, but it doesn't.
No.
E to the x doesn't play ball, it just stays as e to the x. So what's happening here isn't really clear in this example. It's a bit better if we use a different one.
Yeah, and I've got one. It's
All
e
right.
to the 2x.
Okay, so if you differentiate e to the 2x, you get 2e to the 2x.
Right.
So what happens is you don't take away from the power, but you still do the timesing thing.
Yeah. And in here there's an invisible 1 in front of there. So
There isn't.
Sorry.
Oh, Wayne, your phone's going off. I've got another rule of Clever Studios. No phones, what are you doing?
Oh, is that what that sign's for?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I've got to take this.
Oh,
Our
okay.
producers. Hello?
Oh, Wayne, I'll continue. You go off and on.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
go. So, yeah, as easy as I'll do ln x and last. So next we need to do sine, cos, and tan. So I'll start by doing sine x.
Yeah,
so
we're
if we
filming right now,
differentiate sine x, you get cos x.
Yeah, I'm sitting down. Why?
If you differentiate cos x, doesn't make quite as much sense, but it's pretty close. You get minus sine x.
Have you double checked?
And if you differentiate tan x,
Triple
this one's a
checked?
bit of a killer. You get sec squared x. And then a question you might have to convert that to 1 over cos x, cos squared x. If you don't have to do that, check out our trigonometry video, we nail that quite well.
Yeah, I'll tell them now.
Also, we have differentiate 1x. If you differentiate 1x, you get 1 over x. These are all things you need to know. Oh Wayne, you're not really upset. What's happened?
Well, that was the producers there.
Oh,
the
yeah,
other
the
producers.
producers.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've just given us some bad news, I'm afraid.
Bad news. What's...
Yeah, Harry.
Yeah, Harry. Yeah, he's just come back from his holiday.
He's well, they've just found him. He's passed away.
He's passed away.
Yeah, there's a funeral in well, there's a getting together in a few minutes' time. We should attend. So we'll have to do this video another time.
Oh, okay.
But we should go get smartly dressed for the occasion.
We should
pay our respects.
So you may know that recently a grievous loss has hit the Clever Studios.
It's hit on us all quite hard. All of the audience, our producers, us,
Jill,
and Wilfred.
Even Wilfred. He wore a shirt for this funeral. It was big news.
He's an incredible guy. He was.
He was. And we didn't think just a funeral service would do him justice, so we thought we'd tell his amazing life story.
Yeah, we're going to share it all with you now. So let's go with that.
We should explain how Harry came to us, Harry came to be. It wasn't in any normal circumstances, because it wasn't any ordinary snail.
In fact, he was delivered to our doorstep in a basket one night, very cold.
We don't know who delivered it to us or why it was us that it was delivered to, but we looked at the egg and the letter. We didn't know what it was about, what they were for, why they were here.
They gave us a task to look after this thing and make it do great things, but we had no idea what the thing was. We just had an egg.
We just had an egg. We didn't know what to do with an egg. We were worried that maybe it was too much of a burden to bear, this thing that was entrusted to us by some sort of higher power.
We tried our very best. We started off incubating it, didn't we? Do you
Yeah,
remember?
we googled what to do with an egg and incubating as a thing, but after a few days, a few weeks, nothing had happened.
We didn't know how long it would take to hatch, so we worried, didn't we? We worried a lot.
We worried if maybe we had died, so we had begun to lost hope, but then he came through.
He did come through in the end. He came out of that egg, 2 little eyes.
We didn't know what to expect. We weren't expecting eyes, and then out came a snail.
We decided to name him Harry.
After Harry.
Yeah, after Harry. We realised quite soon on that he loved chips.
He did love chips more than anything else. McDonald's were his favourite.
But he would accept others.
He would accept us. As he grew up into life, we sort of tucked him into our life, into everything about Clever Cracker. He taught us maths, physics, biology. He taught us about snails.
He did, he taught us everything, and we taught him everything. We were like a famous tree, was it?
We took on many adventures. His favourite was Mexico, where we joined maracas.
He did love that. That
He
was
did
a
love
party
maracas.
for him.
And at the beginning of going to Mexico, he saw something he liked. He saw sheriffs. He always wanted to be a sheriff.
He loved that sheriff. He does want to be a sheriff, and we helped him with that.
We took him to sheriff school for snails.
Yes, SSS as it was called back then.
And that helped him to get all the badges he needed. He needed one final test to show he was ready.
He did. He had to go on some adventures, some successful adventures.
So we took him. As we battled stats, he battled on with us.
He did battle straight through stats after helping us with Core 1 and Core 2.
But that wasn't his last battle.
He went to Africa. He'd always wanted to go to Africa.
He journeyed throughout, but then he found his greatest nemesis. There was to be.
The man in the Ebola hat.
And as he was fighting by the hat, he could see it was all losing. So he fled back to our studios, just in time to say goodbye.
He'd had a good time in Africa. He'd had a good life altogether. He regretted nothing, and neither did we. But it's still a loss.
Great loss. And he said that his life was in tribute to us, but this was in tribute to Harry.
We'll all miss you, Harry. The Clever Cracker Studio.
Goodbye, old pal.
Goodbye, my friend. You're in heaven somewhere now.
Snail heaven.
I hope you're enjoying it.
Hope there's lots of chips.
We'll see you later, buddy. It's not over. We'll keep going with Clever Cracker.
You love chips.
I love chips myself now.
Oh, Harry.